Hello, children. So, today in science, we are going to study the chapter Fiber to Fabric. You must be acquainted with the term fabric. Sometimes, when we go to buy a dress or a shirt or jeans, pants, we ask the shopkeeper what is the fabric of this dress. So, what is fabric? Fabric is the material of the cloth. And what is fiber? Fiber is something which the fabric is made up of. So, we will discuss about fiber and fabric in detail in this chapter. You must have different types of clothes in your wardrobe. Let's say a t shirt or a sweater, jeans, or maybe a shirt. So, when you touch all these clothes, do you feel a difference in their material? Yes, yes, we can feel the difference when we touch them and also when we wear them. For example, sweater is warmer than a t shirt. So, in this lesson, we will talk about what is fabric made up of and how do we make a fabric out of fiber. So, we can say that fabric is made up of fiber. For example, cotton fabric is made up of cotton fiber. Now, if you want to see a cotton fiber, then you may take some waste cotton fabric. You can start pulling out some threads from the edge or the corner. If you start pulling that thread, you can actually see that the entire cloth which you have taken is made up of a number of threads which are arranged in a specific pattern to form that cloth. Now, it is not only true for this particular cloth. You may take up any other cloth, maybe a dress or shirt. Just try to focus on the corners because on the corners you will find threads coming out. If you observe these minutely, you will find that all the different types of clothes, maybe cotton, silk, or wool, they all are made up of thin fibers of that material. Now, these threads, which you take out from the cloth, are also made up of yet more thin threads, and these thinner threads are called fibers. So, we can say that these extremely thin filaments of a cloth material is called fiber. Fiber come together to form threads, and these threads are woven to form a cloth. The same thing you can observe for wool also. Take a piece of woolen thread. You would observe that woolen thread is made up of thin strands of woolen fiber. Now we can understand what are fibers. These are very thin strands of thread or filament which forms constituent of various composite materials. So when I say composite, it could be rayon, nylon, silk, cotton, wool, etc. Now, different fabrics may be used for different purposes. For example, wool is used to make warm clothes like sweaters. Cotton is used to make dresses for summer season because cotton is a light material. We now know what is fiber. When fiber is woven together, it forms fabric. Let's say a woolen sweater. You must have seen how your mother or maybe grandmother weave sweaters from a woolen yarn. So they knit the sweater actually. So in this picture also you can see that in picture 1, in circle 1, you can see these are the fibers. Now fibers, they are these fibers are cabled together to form threads. With the help of these threads, in picture number 3 you can see that these threads are woven together to form a fabric, and then out of these fabric we can make various clothes such as shirts or jeans or kurtas, etc. So now we will talk about types of fibers. Fibers are of two types. These are natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Now, natural fibers are those which exist in nature and are obtained from plants or animals. whereas synthetic or artificial fibers are those which are man made. So, means examples of natural fibers which are obtained from plants are cotton, flax, coir, jute, and natural fibers which are obtained from animals are wool and silk. Then, synthetic fibers, the examples of synthetic fibers are nylon, polyester, polyethylene, rayon, etc. One more thing which I want to tell you here is that synthetic fibers are comparatively cheaper than natural fibers because production of natural fibers cannot be controlled by us beyond a certain extent, whereas production of synthetic fibers can happen as much as we want. So, this is it for today, and we will talk about natural fibers in detail in our next video.